May I meet everybody? It's Kai Night Theory here. I'm going over a topic a subscriber asked me about. And I'm pretty sure I did a video on this. I think I did it like more than twice, but I'm going to do another updated version of it, which is more on hexing and cursing, which usually I don't talk too much about that because I don't practice it. I don't really do it. I have done hexing in the past. It's only when I need it, but I don't usually touch this stuff because it's a mess. Okay, so hexing, jinxing, cursing, what is it? It is to wish harm or ill upon somebody through the use of magic. Um, for example, to cause someone to lose their job, to cause failure, misery. It's to bring bad luck upon somebody. Is basically the term of what hexing and jinxing is. Hexing and jinxing has been around for thousands of years, as long as magic has been known to exist and everything like that. A lot of people fear hexes, a lot of people fear curses because of what they can do. They are very powerful, which is why I don't touch that stuff. I don't mess around with it. Now, hexing and cursing is depending upon the witch, whether or not they do it or not. If you do it, that's your business. I don't care. I personally don't touch it because I don't need it. Right? I don't need it at all. Unless it's for self-defense or protection magic. Because these are my views on this. You can, if you're going to get pissed off and annoyed, please just leave the video. Because I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to put up with any negative comments. To me, it's bullying. If you feel you need to hex somebody just because, like, for example, like they cut you off at a damn light or they just make you mad, you're a bully. You're a spiritual and magical bully. And you're not going to achieve anything. All you're going to do is just have it come back to you. Whether you freaking believe in the rule of three or karma or not, it comes back to you whether you believe it or not, in my opinions. I have watched like some great witches and they do hexes and it still comes back to bite them in the freaking ass. Even if it's for a really good cause. It can still have negative side effects to it because you're causing harm to somebody else. I know some people are going to be like, well, you're a Wiccan, it's your views. I'm like, yes, it is my views. These are my opinions. So, I do believe in harming none. I don't believe in going around just, even like in the physical world, I don't like fighting. I don't like fist fighting people. I only got into a fight like 2 times in my life. And it was because somebody hit me first. It was in self-defense. It was in elementary school. Elementary school, because I was getting bullied. So, of course, I fought. But the point is, I'm not a fighter. I don't like using violence. I don't like using negative things. Ugh. It's a mess. Now, the basic type of kind of cursing I recommend I do is binding when it's needed. Binding is to prevent someone from causing harm or hurting other people or hurting themselves. I have done binding on spells, binding spells on friends who wanted to commit suicide, etc. It's to make sure they don't harm themselves. I have cast going away spells, which it worked to my likings, to make people move. Some of them backfired. It's basically the same concept as all magic. It can be tricky and it can be complicated because magic is chaotic. Magic, you never know what's going to happen sometimes when you cast spells and release energy to the universe. You never know what's going to happen. Even if it has the best intentions to it, it can sometimes have negative consequences, etc. Now, what I want to go over to is how to know if you're cursed or hexed. Now, this is a thing that a lot of people, even like throughout time, they get paranoid about shit because someone will tell them, oh, I cursed you, etc. And sometimes your mind can play tricks on you, you're not really hexed. Usual symptoms of hexing are people, you're like very depressed all the time, which first make sure you don't have medical illness, mental depression. But if you're just like out of the blue, depressed, you're tired, you have no energy, you feel like there's something watching you at all times. You feel like your magic is dwindling. Like when you go to cast spells, you feel like nothing's working right. or when you are just having huge, gigantic, shitty amount of bad luck. And I'm talking about like bad luck every freaking day kind of bad luck. Because bad luck happens every once in a while. It's perfectly natural in the world. But when it's just nonstop, just bad luck, no energy, depression, just horrible shit like that, or even just getting sick all the time, I would recommend trying to figure out if you're hexed or not. The one way that I know how to do that, which it works wonders. Do I have one? No. You're going to take cloves. Usually you need the Bible for this spell, but I don't use the damn Bible. You're going to read Psalms while doing this. I just chant whatever comes to my mind when I do this. I just say, reveal to me who is hexing me. Reveal to me who is hexing me. I repeatedly say that. So you just take a needle, you poke it into the head of the clove. You grab cloves, poke it into the head. You're going to take exactly, I think it was 13? No, you're going to take 9. And you're going to put it into a candle flame while chanting that chant. You're going to watch how the clove works. If it just burns normal, then you're fine. Through the 9 cloves. If they all burn perfectly fine, then you're perfectly fine. If one goes psychotic and like pops and goes bursting into flames, and you've been hexed. And it's supposed to break the hex, but I would take other extra measures to make sure you broke it, because hexes are hard bitch to get rid of. You can also take a bath to get rid of hexes. You could take a bath in rue water. You could take uncrossing wash and take a bath of that. You could do a very powerful cleansing on yourself, on your home. You can do a return to sender spell, which to me, return to sender spells have really no negative consequences because it's just getting rid of something that someone sent to you. Return to sender spell, rue wash, dragon's blood wash. You can burn dragon's blood. You're supposed to burn dragon's blood by a window, I think at midnight. It'll help get rid of a hex or evil curses. What else? There's so many fucking ways. Lord Goddess. There's like so many ways to get rid of hexes. What else? A lemon cleansing spell, which is where you just take lemon water and cleanse yourself with it. Now, to prevent hexes in the first place, I would recommend plenty of protection spells, like general protection spells. Make a what I call lemon spell. You take a lemon and you put lemon pin. It's supposed to be a hex, but I found a way to turn it into a blessing from somebody else. You take lemons and you put pins into it of many different colors, or black, depending on if you're trying to whatever. Just many different colors, and it'll absorb all negative energy in the house or anything that's coming towards you. It'll absorb it, suck it right up. You can also place amulets of protection on you, herbal protection sachets. There's so many different herbs and resins that are used for protection. The main one I recommend is dragon's blood. Dragon's blood, rosemary, mugwort for psychic protection. What else? Rosemary, mugwort, dragon's blood, even frankincense and myrrh is for protection. You could also use wormwood for spiritual protection, or specifically psychic protection. For physical protection, you can use cloves. You could use... I'm trying to freaking think right now. Like, there's a lot of shit. I will go into a very specific video on specifically protection spells and protection magic, etc. But that's pretty much it. These are my views. These are some tips and tricks on hexes and curses. I will not teach how to do hexes. I won't teach that.